Hey guys, Chris Wilson here, Helpful Home Service Guy. I want to talk a little bit about the main breaker panel in your house today, as well as what a tripped breaker looks like, what that means, and what you should do about it. All right, here's a pretty typical main panel in the basement of a house. Up top, you have your main breaker. This is a 200 amp service, so this breaker will allow for 200 amps of electricity to be drawn through it before it pops. This is also your main disconnect for the house. Okay, this is where you return power off to everything that you have in your home. These switches, these breakers are also sometimes found outside near the electric meter. That's actually something that's going to change in the newest, latest code. It will require a disconnect, a service disconnect on the outside of the house. Okay, in this panel, we've got different size breakers for different things. These double breakers here are for larger appliances. This one happens to be for the dryer. All right, this is a double breaker, meaning it's using both poles of electricity that are coming down through this panel, and it's using 240 volts, okay? These smaller breakers here, these singles, this is a 20, usually for receptacles, okay? And then 15 amps are mostly for lighting circuits, all right? These are only using a single pole of electricity, right? So that's 120 volts. In a Siemens panel like this, or even a Murray style panel, when a breaker trips, it lands. When it trips, meaning there's more amperage drawn than what this breaker is rated for. So that's the off position. This is the on position. When it actually trips, it will land in the middle. It's a little bit hard to tell when you have a breaker that's tripped in a panel like this. You really got to look for it to find it. Other breakers like Square D QOs, they actually have a little indicator that lights up orange when the breaker is tripped. You can see it really well. And some of the other older panels too, the Pushmatic panels, actually have an indicator that would show white or black when the breaker was tripped. If you have a breaker that's continually tripping, it probably means that you've got too much going on that circuit. You're actually drawing more amperage, more heat than that breaker's rated for. So that's something where we can come in, we can give you a dedicated circuit. We can also look and see if maybe that breaker's faulty or if things aren't sized properly. So if it's constantly tripping and you're constantly having to run to the basement and turn it on or off, or flip it back on rather, then you probably need to adjust how you're using that circuit, or you need to have an additional circuit put in to power whatever it is that you're plugging into that circuit that's causing it to trip. All right, stay safe.